Viewers, Republic TV promoter Arnab Goswami was arrested this morning in connection with a 2018 abetment to suicide case. His arrest was effected after a tense standoff in his own living room. He is currently being produced before a magistrate, we are being told, in Raigarh district of Maharashtra, where a bail hearing is underway. Mr. Goswami told the court that he had been physically assaulted by the police. The police rebutted the charge. The judge has refused to take into account the assault allegation. His arrest has led to a massive controversy that has pitted the centre against the Maharashtra government. Several central ministers and BJP MPs have called the arrest overreach, as has the Editors Guild of India that represents most journalists in the country. There are a large number of other eminent personalities who've also come out and said that this reeks of a mentality which goes against the spirit of democracy. In their statements, the centre, the BJP, the Editors Guild and the personalities have all separately accused the Maharashtra government of targeting freedom of expression in a repeat of what happened in the emergency. The Maharashtra government has dismissed the contentions as hypocrisy and heresy. The Maharashtra government has said that several journalists have been arrested in BJP-ruled states for much less than the crime Arnab Goswami is accused of. The Mumbai police has pointed out the arrest cannot be linked to a crackdown on free speech because the case is of abetment to suicide and has nothing to do with Goswami's editorial role that he plays every night on his channels, Republic Bharat and Republic TV, both launched about 2.5 to 3 years ago. Viewers, obviously, this entire episode has led to a polarized pitch battle in the public domain between the Maharashtra police, the Maharashtra government, and several officials, including Arnab Goswami of Republic TV, and of course, larger BJP and the central government. Let me go straight across to Madhav Das Gopalakrishnan first for a quick rundown of the charges that have been made by Mr. Arnab Goswami, and in response, what the police has said in its defense, the version of the police. Can you just take us through what's really been happening in this war of words over the last 12 hours or so?
Well, Rahul, it's really been charge versus counter-charge. While Arnab Goswami's first and most important aspect of his charges are that he has not been served with any summons. Now, the Mumbai police or the Raigarh police really comes out and says that in this particular case of Section 360 of the Indian Penal Code, there is no need to actually go ahead and serve a summons. In fact, an arrest can be made directly. Then he further goes on to say that in this particular case, the entire matter has been, revived arbitrarily. The police says that this is on the basis of a court order that the entire case has actually been revived once again, and that itself was on the basis of family members' complaints to that particular court. He also says that there is no basis as far as these particular charges are concerned. The cops have come out and countered that, saying that there is a suicide note, there is a very factual basis, and it's on that basis that the investigation is currently being done in this entire case. He's further gone on to say that this is a very clear case of political vendetta. The response to that coming in from the government and the cops in this particular case is that this sanction was given as early as May 2020, and therefore the current coverage should not be linked to this entire case. He has further gone on to say that the cops who came in have assaulted him. There was physical assault by the cops who actually entered his residence. He has also said that that entry of his residence was also illegal. The cops have countered that by saying, you can see the video. They are being very polite, is what the cops are saying, that the police is saying. They have repeatedly requested him to cooperate. Also, the most important aspect perhaps of brute force being used, the cops are countering that, saying that they waited outside for 2 hours very patiently, and they had made all sorts of requests to come peacefully down to the cops and submit himself, but that's not what happened. There's also another counter charge of physical assault, and that he has shown a video of some kind of mark. Now the police says that the medical reports have not confirmed any kind of physical assault, although Arnab Goswami says that he was indeed assaulted by the police. Rahul.
Yeah, of course. We've seen all the visuals that have been playing out on Republic TV. Obviously, we don't have access to those visuals. But Madhav, then we've also seen the Editors Guild and, in fact, the INB minister coming out with a statement criticizing overreach and an arbitrary display of state power to muzzle free speech. If the police version is so different from what Republic TV's promoter is suggesting, then why would the Editors Guild have taken this position?
Well, absolutely. The timing of it, Rahul, at any level, of course, is what the Editors Guild is clearly talking about. Yes, there have been a very
So they're not
critical-
talking about the merits, they're talking about the timing of the case. That's what you're suggesting, that it's linked up with the events that we have been seeing transpiring between, of course, Arnab Goswami and the Maharashtra police. That's what you're trying to say.
Well, it would appear so, wouldn't it, Rahul? Because, the entire claim has been, we've seen the several top cabinet ministers come out and say that, the right to free speech includes the right to criticize. And every government has to be, sensitized to be able to listen to criticism of its own policies and its own acts of omission or commission. And that's really the line in which the sort of top cabinet ministers have been arguing and saying that what is happening here is an emergency-like situation that really is taking place, and that's also
the reason I asked. Let me go across to Siddhant, who's outside the court in Raigad. The reason I asked that question of Madhav was because this is the line of defense that Arnab Goswami is taking up in court in connection with his bail application. The police have sought 14-day custody, but Arnab Goswami has come out and said that, look, this arrest is arbitrary. This goes against the principles of freedom of expression. I'm being targeted because everyone knows that I have been very critical of the Maharashtra police, and that's why I am being singled out by raking up an old case on which the Raigad police investigating officer had already come out and pronounced a particular point of view. So, Siddhant, what's happening in court? What is the judge made of the charge that Arnab Goswami has been physically assaulted? And why is the police seeking 14 days custody?
Well, yes, Rahul, there is much delay that has happened in the judicial proceedings because the time Mr. Goswami entered the courtroom, he started complaining that he was assaulted en route Alibag. He was assaulted at his house by the cops. So immediately taking cognizance of the complaint, a judge ordered a re-medical test of Mr. Arnab Goswami, and that took almost 2 to 3 hours. At 4:30, hearing got resumed, and till now hearing is going on. The entire argument is over as far as medical test, as far as assault is concerned. The judge has given an order, and judge has very clearly said that there is no evidence to substantiate the claims of Mr. Goswami that he was assaulted, and even the medical reports also doesn't suggest the same. Now the arguments are currently going on as far as merits of case is concerned, because this case goes back to 2018. Then last year Mumbai Maharashtra police filed a summary in the case, which means that there is no evidence to substantiate the claims made by the deceased family. Later deceased family moved the local court and requested them to reopen the case, and the time the case got reopened on 15th of October the investigation started, and this morning Mr. Goswami was arrested from his residence. Now Mr. Goswami is claiming that this is a vendetta because of he being critical of the Maharashtra government, but along with him the other two who were mentioned in the suicide note, those two individuals have also been arrested with Mr. Arnab Goswami, and police is looking forward for 14 days police custody in this entire case, because they they want to go through the financial transactions of Republic Media, the transaction that took place between Mr. Naik's company and Republic, the contract papers which were signed at the time of the construction of the studios. They have retrieved more than 2 lakh files from Mr. Naik's laptop. So those files are also currently being examined, and they also want to ascertain the claims that the family have made, or they are alleging that Mr. Goswami threatened Mr. Naik, and the payment were not made, the dues were not paid by the Republic TV. So all these things have
Okay, more breaking news coming in. We are being told that another FIR has been filed against Arnab Goswami even as we speak. Viewers, Arnab Goswami booked for resisting arrest now. So this obviously goes back to the scenes that we have seen in the morning where there was a tense standoff between himself and the police. The police was requesting him to submit himself to their jurisdiction. But it seemed that that confrontation went on for a little while. And it now appears that the police believe that Mr. Goswami was resisting arrest. So more charges have been tacked on to the abetment case, abetment to suicide case. So this is section 353, 504 in addition to 506 and 34. So it appears that Mr. Goswami now being charged for resisting arrest. Let me also put out for viewers the various reactions that have been coming in before I bring in Abha Singh into this, as well as Shehzad Poonawalla. Very quickly, viewers, listen to how this has polarized opinion across the country.
कानून से बड़ा कोई नहीं है, और महाराष्ट्र पुलिस जो भी कानूनन कार्रवाई है, कायदेशीर कार्रवाई है, उस प्रकार से कानूनन कायदेशीर कार्रवाई करेगी.
I think Arnab's arrest should not be singularly treated on a different yardstick because he happens to be a blue-eyed boy for union ministry, because the whole center seems to be expressing displeasure at his arrest. I would request union ministers, and for that matter all politicians, to refrain from commenting on arrest for or against until the case emerges in its totality.
When Congress party imposed emergency, we also fought for freedom of press. The media has got the right to ask questions, uncomfortable questions too. You can differ, you can counter, but you abusing police power to arrest a journalist of his stature is grossly unfair and condemnable.
मैं इसकी घोर निंदा करता हूं, और यह पत्रकारिता प्रजातंत्र पर एक बड़ा भारी आघात है.
Let's go straight across to Abha Singh and Shehzad Poonawalla. Abha Singh, you are of course a advocate in your own rights, and let me ask you straight off the bat question. 160 personalities, the Editors Guild, several central ministers have condemned the police overreach, but the police denies vendetta. How do you explain the police stand?
Rahul, the main issue here is that 306 abetment to suicide is cognizable, non-bailable. So how can you connect it to freedom of speech and expression? They are two different incidents. And now, as I was hearing your show, it said that even Arnab's allegation that Mumbai police assaulted him in the morning, the judges ordered a medical and it came out that police had not assaulted him. I would like a fresh charge under 211 of the IPC also to be put in, because you are making false charges on the police that went. So what I'm trying to say is that they are doing different things. Let us not politicize it as something between BJP and Shiv Sena. And when there is a suicide report in the Sushant Singh Rajput case, you all ran the show completely saying it is abetment to suicide. Zia should be arrested. Then why double standards now?
Double standards, says Abha Singh. Shehzad Poonawalla, double standards.
Yeah, if anybody is exhibiting double standard, it's unfortunately Abbas Singh, who on numerous occasions has argued for bail, not jail, as being the principle. That apart, the timing of it, the arbitrariness of it, the motivation with which this case was reopened, it smells of political vendetta. I'll give you an example. If the closure of this case in 2018 was in fact wrong and incorrect, the Shiv Sena shared power with the BJP at that point of time, and the Shiv Sena had a MOS home. So are they then saying, when they reopen the case today, in May 2020, by the way, 1 month after the Palghar coverage with which they had great amount of problem, are they in fact saying, is the Home Minister of Maharashtra saying that the then Shiv Sena government and its Home Minister was equally complicit in closing this case falsely and not giving justice to the concerned family? Point number 2, I have no problem with the case continuing, but the manner in which the police has done its overreach of powers, the manner in which they've exercised their powers this morning, the manner in which they're abusing their powers only and only to settle scores with a particular person whose ideology they do not agree with. Even if you do not consider him as a journalist, or at least the journalist you would like, would you stand up for this kind of behavior if it was done to a Pranoy Roy? Abbas Singh.
Okay, one second. I just want to quickly update our viewers. 1 minute, please. Let's not get into a contestation here. The court is hearing the matter. It's a very sensitive issue. We are being told that the remand is being sought because the accused are socially, politically and financially well connected and capable of causing interference in fair investigation. Accused person appears to have email, phone and other communication amongst themselves qua the deceased and duped him financially in connivance with each other. Such electronic records are required to be seized. Family members of the deceased, especially his daughter, was recently threatened in relation to this matter. She has lodged a complaint with police, and the police too have probed Arnab Goswami in connection with this episode. It has clearly come out that the previous investigating officials did not complete their investigation properly and kept loopholes open, and therefore a summary request was allowed by the court. So basically what the police is contending is that the matter was never closed. There was only a summary report that was submitted. There was a go-slow, and that was because of political influence. Well, it's all going to come down to what the judge has to say in just a few minutes. We'll be updating you, viewers, on developments here. Arnab Goswami applying for bail. The police want his custody for 14 days. I've already read out why they want their custody. We'll be back on this story. Viewers, shortly to update you.